We need to fix that right now. So I'm in my basement here, and I have a section of very squeaky floor. And coming down here, you can definitely see why. You got your regular floor joists here, 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 and then this contraption. My guess is this originally maybe was a staircase, maybe because the front door or the back door is right there. Maybe that back door was somewhere else because there's an addition here. So I'm thinking this is where the basement stairs were, where they used to be. So when they did this, you can see they put these big nails in here, right? But it looks like, I think they only did it at the top, and you can see this is starting to crack over the years. I'm sure it's been a long time. And then they filled in, they put these here as nailers to nail the subfloor off. And I did the same thing over here with this one. And this one is not really squeaking, but if I go over here, I should not be able to do this. I can push that whole thing up about 1/4 inch and you can hear the squeak. That's where it's coming from. And there's the dog walking up there, and you can even hear that. My dog's probably 70 pounds, 75 pounds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop this from squeaking. I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't think this is, I mean, it's kind of poorly framed, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. So what I'm gonna do is just secure it so it doesn't squeak anymore and make it a little safer. So first thing I'm gonna do is take a 2x4 that goes right down to the concrete, and I'm gonna mark it on the back side here. So I have a mark, and I'm gonna cut this, but I'm gonna cut it long. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to take this and use it as a wedge to push this joist, or whatever you want to call it, up. I'm going to cut it like 3/4 of an inch longer. There we go. I got my 2x4. I'm going to put it right here at the edge, and then I'm going to kick the bottom so that it raises that board up. And grab a hammer. Now I don't want to go too crazy here, but I think that pushed up pretty good. All right. Now one for sure way to fix this would be to get a joist hanger, which looks like this, except for this one, it would be much bigger. Obviously, this one is not going to fit. I'm sure they make joist hangers that size for this, but that's a little overkill, I think, and I have a different idea of what I want to do. These are called timber locks, just really long lag screws, and I'm basically going to take them and put them on these joists and screw them through into these boards to hold them in place. And that should at least stop the squeak. And this has been here for 40 years, so it's not going to go anywhere. I'm not worried about it. Got my lag screws. Here we go. Start at the bottom, I guess. There we go. That one sucked right in. Let's see what happens when I drop this 2x4. Now that might have come down a little bit, but that's fine. Oh yeah. Way better. I can't move that. Nice. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Same on this side. Oh, so obviously something's out, the concrete or the floor. So I'm gonna put something on the floor to raise this up. All right, I got a piece of 3/8 inch wood on the floor. I'll pull this. Okay, and I'll just hammer this in, raise that up a little bit. Now this one's a little more tricky because I got this joist right here, but I can angle it up just like this. Nice. Perfect. I'm just going to take a shorter timber lock and go in at an angle this way. Why not? I'll take this out. Nice. That didn't drop at all. Okay, I got good news and I got really bad news. The good news is the floor is not squeaking anymore. Hey, win! The bad news is these timber locks didn't hit anything. And look at this. We just noticed that. Usually don't shine a light up at my floor joist, but once I did that, I found out that it looks like termite damage. So that's fun. So that would make sense why these didn't hit anything. And I'm guessing in here, there's termite damage. This is pretty solid, except for there-ish. So I guess this is a testament to paying attention to signs, because they can definitely lead to something bigger. So here is basically the way you test for termite damage. Take a big flathead screwdriver and just poke. That's a hole. That's all good there. Basically, if it, I'll show you what termite damage looks like. If you can do this, that's termite damage. So I'm not gonna go crazy here because, oh yeah, you can just feel, just tapping on this thing, that there's like nothing left to it. Now the one on the other side is solid, so I'm not worried about that. But also, if you notice, if you look at my water pipe here, you can tell it's higher up on this side and higher up on that side, and it kind of dips down, and it's kind of hard to tell, but it definitely looks like those joists are sagging, and there is probably termite damage in here. Although you can't really tell. Well, there's some right there. That could be just rot too. Maybe water got in there, but there's definitely, oof, that's a terrible sound. So all of this, I'm gonna need to reframe, and I'm gonna fix that sill too. I'm not gonna do it right now because I've got lots of stuff going on, but it's definitely something I need to address. So yeah, there's a lesson. Some people might just do what I did and leave it there and call it quits. Even if this was good, I was going to reframe this anyways, so I'm not like ultra concerned with it. That just means that you guys will get another video. So yeah, it's sad. I don't like that. Anyways, I stopped the squeak, but I just unveiled a whole new big problem. So I'm going to stop putting timber locks in right there because there's not much point to doing it since I'm going to be ripping it all out. Like I said, it's been here for however many 40 years. It's not going anywhere tonight. So when I start ripping apart the upstairs there, I'm also going to be reframing this. So keep an eye out for a sill repair video and rotted joists. That video will be coming. And if you want to see my other videos, you can click here and here. Also, if you want to support this channel, I'll leave a link in the description to my Patreon page. It helps me with projects like this and supports this entire YouTube channel. So do that if you're interested. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't. Check those videos out, and thanks for watching this video. We'll see you next time.